Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's video, we're going to go over some things going on in the market, as well as the new Hut Champs cards that you can go out and acquire via Hut Champs Collectibles. And the reason why I want to bring them up is because there's an interesting one that might help out a lot of people when it comes to team builders, so I'll get into that. When it comes to my content, I'm also traveling again, going back to Florida today, to Orlando to cast the Tampa Bay Lightning Bolt Shell Challenge on Friday, and then on Saturday, I'll be flying to Brooklyn to cast the New York Islanders Club Championship event. So I will be gone, so I apologize. There'll be some no money spent videos, but there won't be any other ones. I will make a review of the new Master Set collectibles that come out on Friday. I'll try to do that while I'm gone, but if not, it'll be out Sunday. All right, let's get into the video. So for anyone that is new, maybe you don't know, if you go all the way over in the sets to the Hut Champs sets, every month we get a new collection of players. So if you go to the exclusive Hut Champs power-up player item sets, you will see all of the sets that you can, trade in and actually acquire some of these power-up cards. And why I think they might be somewhat decent to go after is because we're at a point in the game now where not a lot of people have X Factors left, because there are maybe 3 or 4 that are actually worth upgrading still. We've known that since the beginning. Once Team of the Year comes, X Factors plummet in price, but there's about 4 that are probably decent to keep upgrading, especially if you play Hut Champs, and especially if you get 11 wins a week, because that will net you 5 Hut Champs collectibles, which you can 1-for-1 turn into power-up collectibles. But there are some new ones, so you trade into Hut Champs collectibles, and you will get an 86 overall player. There are 3 new ones. You got Philip Deneau, August Tornberg, and David Goyette. So we're going to go take a look at these cards and see how they shape up. Okay, up first, we've got the 86 overall David Goyette. He can get up to 92 overall. He's 5'11", 174, left-handed centerman. So we'll take a look at 92. He does get Thief and Distributor. Thief is probably the better one to go after because the +1 to acceleration, well, that's decent. Thief is one of the best synergies, if not the best non-skating one, because it helps with defensive awareness as well as agility a little bit, even though he is 99. And then face-off rating by a much further amount. If you take a look here, it'll go up by... All right, so first up is the 86 overall David Goyette, 5'11", 174. He's a left-handed centerman. We'll take a look at 92. He's got Distributor as well as Buzzing, so he can get up to 95 acceleration, 95 speed. He's got 94 on the draw, which isn't terrible. No quick draw, but he does have gold wheels, all alone, a puck on a string, and elite edges. I'm not going to lie. His build without Unstoppable Force, we've now seen it. It does appear if you at the stage of the game, because all of the top-end defensemen, whether it be Master Set players or the new team builders, they've all got truculence. If you even if a big player that doesn't have truculence, these guys will just get thrown around because of their smaller build. So it's very tough for a card. He's got to be exceptional at a lot of other stuff to be able to withstand not having Unstoppable Force, and it's a shame. So this one would be a complete avoid. I don't think it's worth it. So to get all the way up from his 86 all the way up to his 92, it is going to require 9 Hut Champs collectibles. Here's the thing though, guys. When you do a refund of cards, you can do it by coins or by Hut Champs collectibles. It goes by half, but it rounds up. So if you were to get 3 and you go and refund tier 7, it will give you 2 Hut Champs collectibles back, meaning you lost 1. And then the second tier 6, you would lose 1 again because that's half of 2, obviously. But then notice that they will not take half of 1, meaning that you are only going to lose 2 Hut Champs collectibles for going all the way to 92, which is why I think some of these might be somewhat interesting in trying to acquire. This one, however, would not be one of them. Next up, we've got the 92 August Tornberg. Unbelievable name, like one of the best in the game. 6'4", 218. That is elite size. He's got Workhorse. He's got Buzzing as well, which gives him 91 speed, 92 acceleration. Gold Quick Pick, Ice Pack, Off the Rush, and Bouncer. Again, kind of brutal abilities. These 3 Silver Superstar abilities, there's no point in activating at all. Quick Pick, I mean, it does not matter if you have Quick Pick on, 99 defensive awareness, because when your AI is defending the rush, basically they skate with their back to the goaltender all the way, and they don't turn around to intercept passes at all. That's just how NHL 23 plays. It is not like NHL 22, and it's an absolute shame. So Quick Pick is kind of pointless as well. It's brutal situation, but that's for a whole other video. And again, a solid defenseman at 6'4", 218, but if you're going to spend this kind of investment, right, you want to have kind of a higher end card, someone that, you could go and make the the All-Star game, Shea Weber, for example, and he's going to perform much better for you just because of truculence alone. So Tornberg would not be one that I would go after. Now, the reason why I wanted to make this video is for this situation exactly. The 86 overall Philip Deneau gets up to 92. He's 6'1", 200. He's got buzzing as well as thief, and you can go booming shot instead of light the lamp to get his body checking even higher. 93 speed, 93 acceleration. He's got a mid-90s shot, mid-90s hand stats, has 95 on the faceoffs, and gold quick draw. You could go thief instead of buzzing to max out that faceoff rating as well. And he's got decent size at 6'1", 200. Gold quick draw we love. The other ones you really don't need to activate. Why I brought this up is because when I did the team builder review, guys, all of them are phenomenal, and I think that when everyone wants to rank them in order, you can't because they're all so good. You have to take team context into account, and one of the hardest situations with the new team builders is that you're going to lose Jay Beagle, who in my opinion has been one of the best cards in the game, and a lot of the community as well. I haven't heard any bad reviews on Jay Beagle, and then you would have to lose another 92 overall, whether it be a forward like Gary Roberts or a defenseman, to make Bobby Holik, because center is, in my opinion, is the most important position in this game, and losing Jay Beagle, unless you have a God Squad, it's very difficult to replace him. So, if you are someone who does not have a lot of X factors to go after, doesn't have any power-up icons, and you can get 11 wins and champs. Even if you can't get 11 wins and champs, you can only get, let's say, 7 or however many it is to get 3 power-up collectibles every week. You can get this 92 Philip Deneau for very, very cheap. And again, if he doesn't work out for you, you're losing 2 Hut Champs collectibles in its entirety if you refund him. So, I'm going to show you guys again the situation that I am in. This is my no money spent team. I'm kind of stuck. I love Jay Beagle. I love Gary Roberts. Both are phenomenal. However, if I can go and get Philip Deneau, and let's say he plays line 1 for me, okay? He's got gold quick draw, everything that I want from Jay Beagle. He's a little bit smaller, basically the same weight, and he's only 6'1", not 6'3", but he's faster, his shot's the same, hand stats are the same, all of it's the same. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and make Philip Deneau with my Hut Champs collectibles next week, and I'm going to test him out for you guys. Those cards aren't going anywhere, so this is a good example. If you want to wait to see how he plays, because maybe I'm wrong, but at least with this video series with the no money spent team, I want to try and make that happen, because what that will allow me to do is go Philip Deneau here, and then I have to replace a left-handed winger, and we can go with Jaromir Jagr. Jaromir Jagr, I tried out on the God Squad, is my favorite team builder. He is so good. He finally feels like the card that he should after NHL 22 when his cards were absolutely god-awful. Even more, what I might do is put Conor McDavid's Team of the Year at center, Philip Deneau line 2, move Crosby down, move Jared McCann down, and I can put Zibanejad back on the wing, and again, I can probably get rid of Stamkos because I don't think that he's worth upgrading all the way to 99 via X Factor. That's what I'm thinking. The reason why I wanted to make this video is because I think a lot of people are in this position, and for anyone that wants to know my opinion on what X Factors that I think that you can upgrade, let's touch on those real quick. Alright, guys, so here are the X Factors that I would recommend you still upgrade if you have them. One is Conor McDavid. If you don't have his Team of the Team of the Year, he is definitely a card worth upgrading because he's just so fast, plays phenomenal, good synergies, all of that. Even his abilities aren't all that great, but you can get a 97 speed, 90, basically all the way maxed out when he gets his next one, which should come soon, I would think. Still someone that is worth investing in, even all the way to the end when Team of the Season happens, because you'll be able to trade his X Factor in for his Team of the Season. That's if you miss Team of the Year. He is an X Factor that I would still upgrade. This one is more for the Division 1 or 2 players, but Victor Hedman's X Factor card right now is still one of the better cards in the game. There is going to come a point, though, in probably March, where you notice the fact that he's very slow, especially if you play Division 3 and below, because you guys play a lot more end-to-end, and it is more off the rush, and you'll notice big, slower defensemen, very tough, to use and not get blown by, and he's only got 88 speed. However, at 99, Victor Hedman's card is going to be one of the best in the game, and especially if you're in the higher divisions, with gold stick him up on, he's proven to be one of the best defensemen currently in the game, but there is going to come a time where he gets to his 91, 92, 93, and he's not even going to have 90 skating, but he's going to cost you like 4 power-up collectibles each upgrade. It's going to be very expensive, but again, if you are good at Hut Champs, then this is a very decent card to still upgrade. One of the better ones is Dylan Larkin as well. So already at 92, he's got some of the best speed in the game, as well as Thief and Booming Shot if you want to go there. And what I want you guys to think about, if you want to know, this is like kind of my insight onto if you should keep upgrading a card. This applies to power-up icons as well. Imagine the card at 99. Look at his size. Look at his abilities. If he does not have very good abilities and he is not all that big, move on, because there will be so many other 99 overall cards that'll be cheaper than upgrading them all the way. But wheels on a 99 overall player, as well as elite edges, is a great combo. Even just elite edges is more than fine. So Dylan Larkin is one of the X factors that I would recommend still upgrading. And really the last one is Matthew Barzal. He's just the right-handed version of him. Again, gold elite edges is phenomenal, and at 99, at 6'1", he's been one of the snappier cards that I've used all year playing this game on the Not a Dollar team, so he would be the other one. A lot of people look like Austin Matthews. Again, he has such awful abilities that there's really no point. The only thing that I can think of is upgrading him so that you can trade him in for his team of the season, but the cost is probably going to be very, very similar, so there's really no point, because again, just upgrading him, his abilities are not very good, so just something to keep in mind. And again, for people wondering why not to just open packs with Hut Champs collectibles, and I'll explain why. I mean, the reason is you're just gambling. I mean, everything in this game is essentially just playing as much as you can to risk what you've done, and that can result in a complete waste of time. And whenever I recommend stuff to you, I'd rather you guys play it safer. You know, if you want to shoot your shot and open up packs, I understand it. The best ones, like if you get 11 wins in a week and get 5 Hut Champs collectibles, you can get an Ultimate Choice pack. That's phenomenal. If you don't pull a purple, which I have done a number of times, you've literally just wasted that entire week. And I would rather you guys get a card back in in how it's structured right now in the tiers, which is why I think testing out Philip Deneau in a replacement for Jay Beagle is actually a half decent route to go, because again, he has the same ability, roughly the same size, just something I'm going to try out, but I wanted to explain that. For anyone else like that's wondering about Hut Champs and the reward path, like I said, I would probably try and avoid packs as best you can, even if you don't get, not 11 wins in champs and you get less than 5 collectibles, that's fine. The power-up collectible is still by far the best value. The problem is there's not very many cards worth using power-up collectibles on right now. Like, unless you have Mario Lemieux, Gretzky, maybe another power-up icon like Lidstrom, or you've got Barzal or McDavid's X Factor later, then yeah, use them on the power-up collectibles, because you're basically getting 25,000 per collectible. I would rather just try and get the guaranteed player, but I know a lot of people are in this position, so I wanted to make a video on it, and I hope this helps. So guys, that's going to do it for me today. I've got a flight to catch to Orlando. Thank you guys again for watching. I'll see you next time. Have a good one.